I'll record it before we actually start this time. That's all good. Everyone, hang on. I don't know what my camera's going to look like, so bear with me. I'm going to put it like kind of again. No, I look absolutely fine. So perfect, absolutely perfect. So I don't know if you managed to catch the 7 a.m. session this morning with Ali. He actually did a pretty good job, actually, to be fair, considering the markets were absolutely all over the place, which is kind of the same thing that's going to be happening today. We've got literally no strength on any of these currencies apart from AUD. AUD is it's doing really well today. CAD Chef, not too bad. Canadian dollar's getting weaker. Swiss franc's getting stronger. JPY's gone up 1 bar on that on strength. So we could, in theory, start seeing JPY increase in strength. Now, I don't like when Forex Factory has got only a small amount of news, because when small amount of news actually happens, a lot of the time markets won't go in our favor. Go back last Monday, no, 2 Mondays. So go back 2 weeks ago on the Monday, we had like one, maybe two, maybe three bits of news, and the markets were absolutely atrocious. So now we're going to have to change the way we do this, one trade at a time, doing 1% or do low amounts just to get us through August time. It'll be absolutely fine, because when September hits, that's when we jump back on it. It's just so weird on all of these currencies. They should be strong, but they are really weak. Okay. Okay, so let's hit this. Okay, so mainly AUD is going to be strong pretty much all day long. Okay, AUD is the only currency that's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, so we're going to have to watch out for these trades, make sure that everything is set up the way we want to set it up. Let me just get rid of all of these. These are absolutely ridiculous on here. So I'm still in all of my tabs on pocket option, and I'm going to set up some AUD. Okay, so AUD Chef, AUD CAD, AUD USD, GBP AUD, and Euro AUD. Okay, so we're going to set all these up, tab them at the top so we can jump. I wouldn't do Euro AUD, it's 37% on pocket option. It's not really going to be worth it. AUD Chef probably at the moment. As you can tell, it's been on a bullish trend for quite a while now, but we are seeing currencies. Oh, okay. Kemi left and then came back in. I don't understand what happened there. Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand what happened there. Anyway, but we're seeing AUD go on a bullish trend, but Swiss franc is actually pulling some candles down. So more consistency for us. We need this MACD to be going underneath and going back over, which it looks like it's doing. AUD is definitely the strongest. Okay, so remember 1%. We're going with the AUD for 3 minutes. Let's wait for this candle to finish. Let's see what position we're in. Let me check the 1 minute. Okay, so we're still good on the MACD on the 1 minute as well. I've got loads of notifications coming from my phone. Okay, so everything does seem to be pushing back up at the moment. AUD is definitely the strongest, but remember, this candle is quite a big candle, so we may get a pullback on the next candle to come back down. If not, then if all goes well, we'll be going back in to come back up. Okay, like I said, there was a pullback on this. Let's see it. Let's let this candle complete its cycle. I'll check the 1 minute on this cycle. Okay, so as you can tell, it's come back down. MACD is still strong to go back up, but it's in the overbought area. So just bear with it. Which should still be good. I'm going to wait for some rejections happening on the 5 minutes before I go back in. At the moment, it's not really rejecting. So we'll wait and see on this one. Okay, it's rejecting a little bit there. Give me a little bit of rejection. If it comes back down to this price, okay, it's not. It's actually moving in and out of price at the moment. So it hit 746, went back up. There it goes. If you manage to catch this one going back up, good entry on that. Let me know in the chat. At the moment, I wasn't too sure about this candle coming back down, but it did go back up. So if you let me know in the chat if you've taken this, let me know what the price you've taken it at. So at the moment it's 747, probably would have been the best price at the moment, because if it came back down and carried on going, that's when we would have lost the trade. But it's gone back the opposite way, which is good. Goes in our favor. At 747, anything below 747 would have been perfect to go back up. That was a really quick candle, Amber. That was absolutely ridiculous how that moved. 747 to go back up. If you did get in this one, Kemi, let me know in the chat. Because even if you've got a late entry, it's still going to clear on a late entry as well. It was a late entry, but the thing is, this one went from 747 straight to 767, literally like that. So, yeah, so that's where we have to be a little bit more versatile with the trading. Obviously, if you catch it early, catching it early is the best way to do it. Just seeing the little rejection, it comes down, it just bobs up and down on a certain price and it just goes back the opposite way. That's the one we're looking for at the moment. All the way through August, the consistency of rejected candles actually increases and goes in our favor. But yeah, they keep updating pocket option. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. So at the moment, if you caught 747 or below, it's a good 20, 30 point clearance on this. Absolutely perfect. But that trail line obviously followed the green label. MACD is still strong on the up, and it looks like it's going to the overbought position, which is good. This is what we like to see. More consistency going back up or in one direction. Absolutely perfect. Perfect. Out the way. Okay, so 747 would have obviously is a good clearance on this at the moment. 30 seconds left on this candle. If it doesn't clear, that's not the end of the world because we know that this was a good trade to take on the bounce. 747 on the bounce to go back up would have been a good entry. At the moment, it seems to be coming back down. So it's obviously telling me that it wants to go back the opposite way. If it finishes as a strong candle, then there's 99% chance that the next candle is probably going to reject and go back up. Okay, so that one did clear my end of 747. Absolutely perfect. It is moving a hell of a lot today. There is a lot of movement on these markets. Where are they predicting it's going to finish today? 66818. Oh, okay, so it's not that far away from that target area. But remember, we need this candle to finish as a bullish candle. We need this to go back up, give a little bit more strength on the uptrend. Because if Bollinger Bands were actually sat on this chart, you would see them go in and out of these current, so bullish, bearish, then it went back into bullish again. Okay, so you'd see the lines happening, but that's why we've got the trail line, so there's not a lot of confusion on the screen. 747 would have cleared. Even on a late entry for like a minute, if you had like a minute left, would have cleared on that. So this is doing well on this. Come on, finish as a bullish candle. Give us a little bit more strength in the up, and then we'll continue going that direction. So at the moment, I'm predicting probably the next candle is going to start coming back down. Doesn't know what it wants to do. So it's going to finish as a dead candle. Okay, you're going to finish as a dead candle. The stock line's gone flat. Will it go? Will it go? Everything seems to want to be pushing up. I think it did. Okay, so everything started pushing back up. It finished as a dead candle, which means the currency doesn't know whether or not it wants to go up or down. But I'm just following the trend here. AUD is by miles the strongest, and it seems to be going back up. The price on this is going back up at the moment. Did you grab it? Yeah. That's right. We're getting a bounce. Hopefully, trend does follow, but this one started off as a strong bullish candle, then went down into a weak bearish candle, and then finished as a dead candle. So obviously, the next candle would be a little bit of a confused candle, if you like. At the moment, it does look like it wants to come down, but bear me one sec. Okay, Swiss franc hasn't exactly changed its currency strength. AUD is by miles the strongest. It's rejecting the down. Okay. Reject that down and then obviously wait for that bounce to come back up. It really does want to reject the down, doesn't it? Yeah. It wants to reject that down. Come on. Now it's just a question of just a matter of time before this candle goes into its normal cycle. Okay, so we had a rejection on the down on this candle. It's rejecting again, giving me a little bit of rejection now. It wants to come down to 744 and bounce. That's what it's doing. 744 to bounce. It needs to. This needs to bounce a hell of a lot. We need AUD to kick up. 744, yeah, same here. 744. Again, get another opportunity to jump in. 744, 747, possibly. That may well be a good entry to go back up. My God, what is it doing? It didn't even cross over. To be honest, it didn't even cross over the top. 1 minute, yeah, fair enough. But I don't necessarily think 1 minute is going to hold this out. Looking at the strengths, no, I don't think it will. It's not. Nothing's changed. JPY's got a little bit stronger, gone weaker, and gone stronger again, which is natural on that. Oh, natural, yeah. Come on, push back up. Okay, so if you did jump in at 744, that's a good trade to take on this. 747 is also another good entry on this. If you jumped in at the top of the candle, which probably would have been 753, not so good at the moment. 744. Days, how is it doing that? It's bounced off this price 6 times. Oh, it's bounced this price 6 times. So obviously we have to be versatile with what we're doing. Hoping and praying that 744 actually clears. 74, what's that? Yeah, 744 and 747. I've got 43 seconds left on that. Hopefully this one does push back up. Look at the consistency though. Bullish, bearish, bullish, and now it's going into bearish, but it's a very small bearish trade. Not a very strong bullish, market. Just judging by these 2 candles. Hopefully, right, okay, so now you are? Oh, that's good, that's good. 747 would have been ideal to go back up. No, 744, sorry. 747 is drawing at the moment. I'm just really hoping that we don't get some sort of pull down on this candle because it wants to go back down, but nothing's really telling me that it's going to do it. We're still lined up. We're still lined up to go back up. UK 744. Yeah. Kemi, did you jump in at 744 or even better below that? Because if you did, this candle actually bounced off 744 6 times. 6 times it jumped off 744. Okay, so if please finish as a bullish candle. This is exactly what happened on the previous candle. Went up, then came back down again, and then stayed there. This is what this candle has done as well. It hasn't crossed the path of no return yet. I don't think it's going to do it, Amber. I think it's going to go on a bearish trend. It was all to do with this candle here. Look how weak they are. That's ridiculous how weak these candles are. But there's a bounce on this candle. We're getting a bounce. We're getting a bounce going back up. It bounced twice. Yeah. It did bounce.
It rejected the bounce and it rejected it 3 times. So I went in.
Yeah. 753. 753 my entry on that. Obviously, it rejected 748 3 times in the space of, well, not even a minute. It's rejected that twice 3 times. You don't want to know. I should have got 675.
Yeah, right in front of that candle.
I got in at 753.
I waited for it to reject and go down.
I missed the rejection. That was the problem. Kemi, let me know if you jumped in on this at the bottom of this candle because this looks like it's going to be it does look like a good candle. It's trying to cross the path of no return, where what happens is it will go through this path and it will follow it all the way up or all the way down. Okay, and I think it's just about to do it. Let me know in the chat if you managed to grab this one at the bottom of this candle to go back up. It's really struggling to pull this up at the moment. Remember, we're still good. We're still good with the AUD. The AUD is the strongest, so we're still good with that. This is a good candle to have at the bottom of that, to take a trade at the bottom of that candle. It's absolutely perfect. So let me know in the chat, Kemi, if you're in this. I know you like to do 2-minute trades. So let me know in the chat if you managed to grab this one. Yeah, you should have to in 2 minutes, yeah. I think it's a good idea, actually, to be fair. Yeah. I used to do 5-minute trades until I jumped down, until I suddenly realized that the last 2 minutes of the trade I would lose it. So I jumped to 3 minutes. Absolute. This, do you know what? It has come back down to 7.5. Came back down to 7.53 again. Come back to it twice now, and it's bounced. So it did come back down to give you an opportunity to get back in on it. Let me know in the chat, Kemi. Let me know in the chat if you managed to take this trade.
I'm clearing it by 18 points at the moment.
You're on 18 points. I'm clearing it by 14. So I'm only 18. Well, yeah. So we had a good. Right now, it's now crossed the point of no return. Okay. So hopefully, trend should go back up. We've still got a good strong MACD. We're not in the overbought area yet, so there's still an opportunity for us to get in on these trades to go back up. Absolutely perfect. Okay, I've got 13 seconds left on this.
I cleared it.
Did you?
Yeah. I sure did. Up 3-0.
7.55 for 2 minutes. 7.55.
7.55 for 2 minutes. 7.55.
Yeah. She's winning at the moment. Yeah. Perfect. For 2 minutes. Kemi, how long you got left on your trade? Because obviously there's 1 minute and 25 left on this candle. Just let us know how long you got left on it, so we can monitor it.
Even better than
I know.
Wow.
Oh my days.
That's what I was thinking. Quicker. Maybe I should put my iPad on charge.
Yeah. That is, do you know what? That's some crazy stuff that's happened there. Absolutely perfect. Wow. Points. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty convinced you're not going to lose this trade. I mean, look at this. It's absolutely blinding, isn't it?
Yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely perfect.
We have got it.
I mean, 7.55, that's all the way down. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think.
What with this candle?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You caught the rejection. Absolutely for clear 2-0. Oh, wow. Perfect. That's it, Kemi. Smash it. Absolutely love it. Well done. Perfect. Okay, so now it should be at the point of no return, which we should start getting some more bullish candles. Okay, but remember, we're not going to treat this like a normal day. You have to be patient through this month. Absolutely perfect. That absolutely smashed the life out of it. Bearing in mind, it did come back. It did come back to my entry at 7.53 to go back up. So I'm assuming you must have caught it at that point where it came back down. Okay, so let this candle come down. Absolutely fine. Look, it's rejecting again. Okay, it's rejected. It's rejecting. Right. Okay, that's fine. This is in and out of strength. This is in and out of strength. Okay. If you manage to catch this, oh my days. Yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. You followed that candle down. You followed that candle down. You waited for that jump back up. Absolutely perfect. Okay. This is why we can't treat this like a normal day, because of stuff like this. But, however, it has come back down to give you a better entry to go back up. Okay, rejected once. Rejected once at 7.59 to go back up. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. This is gonna come down. Obviously, we're looking at a currency, like in the Swiss franc, where this will do practically anything it wants. So just be careful. Don't have to take the same trades as us if you're not confident enough. I took a rejection on this to go back up, and at the moment I'm in for a little lesson at the moment. Okay, so take one step at a time. Don't necessarily have to follow us. Okay, just take your time with it. Okay, so that lesson is no longer a lesson at the moment. There was 3 opportunities here to jump in on a trade at the start of the candle, midway through it, and at the bottom at the moment. So I'm clearing 2 at the moment. The top one I haven't touched. It hasn't touched yet. Oh my days! It's coming back down to a price again. Oh my days! This is so good. Give me 1 second. Let me check the 1 minute. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're getting a pullback up. At the moment, we've got a label come up here to go back the opposite way. Absolutely perfect at the moment. So remember, it bounced near this trail line. It actually bounced near it. So at 752, it bounced at the trail line. Give yourself an opportunity to get in at that best price. At this precise moment in time, it has crossed the point of no return. Okay, so this is where patience is the key. All right, waiting for this candle to bounce from its best price. Even if you miss the best price, you know, you could be 2 or 3 points out of it. At the moment, I'm 6 points out of it and it's clearing. Okay, so obviously as you will learn through all these calls that we're doing, waiting for rejected candles may actually be one of the best things that you could possibly do. So let this do its thing. Let it do its thing. Okay, let's see if it bounces from the trail line. There's a trail line. Is it going to bounce off of it? Hasn't gone through it yet. Hasn't gone through that trail line. You look, it came to the line and bounced. Is it going to push through that line? It really wants to. It really wants to push through that line. Once it pushes through it, these are 1 minute trades going down. Push through and bounce. So twice it's bounced through off that trail line. So obviously every time it bounces, it's giving you an opportunity to jump back in to go back the opposite way. And obviously, the further you are away from your entry point, the better. So hopefully this one does start giving me a little bit of support at the bottom here to go back up. Let's have a look at the 1 minute, 1 sec. Oh my days. Look at that. Another dead candle there. Another dead candle. So MACD on the 1 minute is telling me that it's in the down, but we're getting rejection at the bottom. So at the moment, this does seem to be pulling up. If you manage to catch this at the trail line where it bounced, let me know in the chat. This is going to come back down to it again. It's going to come back down. Right, the trail line, stop looking. If you look at the trail line, it's shaping up. It moved up and then come back down again. Is it going to push through it? Ah, push through it. Come on, bounce. I'm still counting on this to go back the opposite way. I'm still counting on this. If not, then we're going to jump to 1 minute and take 1 minute sells with the Swiss franc to come back down, but it looks like it's rejecting again. So obviously, watch the rejection. That's all you got to do. Ugh. Remember, we're still in this. We're still in this for a pullback, for a candle to go back up. That MACD is still in a good position because that stock line is not overbought yet. It needs to go to the overbought area before it starts coming back down. Just remember that. If it doesn't make it, that's not the end of the world because we are, in theory, doing low percent trades. Oh my days, this needs to go back up. Let's see what the Parabolica technicals are doing. They've got me all on buys and strong buys. Yeah, it's pretty much the same on the 1 minute as well. So technically they can read that it's looking like a strong buy. following the trend at the bounce at the moment. That's what I've done. I had a lesson on that last one as well, Kemi. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Huh? No, it's fair enough. I definitely had a big lesson on that last one because that did look good at the rejection point, but it never actually rejected in the way it should. Same as this one. This one is rejecting, but hasn't given me the strength to go back up. Which is a shame, actually, to be fair, because I know that the MACD is going over the top, but the stock line is still telling me that it's in a good position to go back up. Okay, so it started going back up. So now it's above my entry point. Okay, so the lesson that I've had from this is nothing because I know that I've done the right trade. If you know you've done the right trade and you lose it, that's not the end of the world. Because believe me, if you can trade on markets like this and still come away with a good result, you've done well. Believe me, it's absolutely horrendous. But I've learned from last year. Blowing 10 grand last year in August was the biggest mistake we could have made. But we've learned from it. Having said that, the biggest lesson you'll learn is by blowing an account because you'll never do what you did before. Trust me. It's so painful. You think, well, okay, I need to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate what I'm doing, take my time a little bit more, and make sure that we hit those perfect entries. But at the moment, this one is clearing. I've got 5 seconds left. Okay, gave me a little bit of a scare a couple of minutes ago. Okay, so that one cleared. That's absolutely perfect. The rejection didn't work out the way we wanted it to, but it still cleared the trade. Because if you look at stock line now, it's still telling me that it's going back up. And the parabolic technicals are telling me that everything's a buy and a strong buy. So we're now in the position where we have to sit here and wait on the next candle to see what happens on that one. Remember, Kemi, you don't have to carry on trading. If you're happy with 2-1, that's absolutely fine. Remember, there's a 5 p.m. call today. We can sort of space it out a bit for you guys. But this one threw me off a bit. This one here. This one should have gone back up, but it didn't. And I was hoping this one was going to be the candle where it changed position, but it hasn't done that just yet. Okay, so that's to be honest, we're still. Let me one sec. Okay, so we've still got an area. Okay, if you look inside this area, this is where all the trades are. Obviously, it hasn't broken out of this area yet, so that's when we're in a good position. Okay, so we're still in a good position to come back up to break out of this zone. So this is our area. So if we are following the MACD, it's telling me it's coming over the top, but the stock line is telling me that it's going up. I have technicals here that are telling me everything is a strong buy. Everything's going in our favor. So it's just a matter of time before that trade actually does go back up. I think that might be it. Okay, it's going to reject. It's going to come down. That's absolutely fine. But this is ridiculous now. Oh my days. Okay, it's given me, it gave me a rejection. It gave me a rejection. I took it on the rejection. Okay, so remember, you can mark these zones out yourself. So if you are trading after the call, AUD Chef, mark a zone at, so basically at the top of this candle, that's one zone. And then at the bottom of this candle, it's another zone. Okay, this is how you mark up your zones, where the trades are at any given time. And if you look at the position of the MACD, it's still telling me it's coming over the top, but my stock line wants to go in the overbought area. So again, you sort of have to trust your own instincts on this. Strong buy, strong buy. Wow. What is going on? Okay, so 2 potential trades on this at the start of the candle and at the bottom of that candle because it rejected. But the bottom of the candle, no, they're both winning at the moment. Okay. We are pushing up. Let me know, Kemi, if you managed to catch a trade at the bottom of that candle to go back up. Same as what we did. Entries 747 again. Anything below 747 would be a good entry to go back up. Because this one is now starting to show me a little bit more strength in the up. Few lessons today, not too bad. Few lessons. Don't dwell on it because when we get out of August time, honestly, you can really smash the life out of this. Okay, so remember looking at the analysis, this one technically is a winning candle. It's now starting to show me a little bit more strength. The trail line's pointing upwards. I looked at the parabolic of technicals, which is what you guys have access to as well. Everything's telling me it's a buy and a strong buy. Remember, if you can't find it, just go to this box here, scroll down, and then click on more technicals, and it will tell you what the market is doing. Okay, if you've got more buys and sells, absolutely perfect. 749, 749. Oh, roger that. Okay, that's good. Excellent. Excellent entry on that 749. 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute. Which one did you go for? Let me know. 749 for the up. We're gonna have a little bit of a scary moment in every single candle during the period of August, where you can take a trade that's gonna come back down to it and then go back up, or the usual thing. 749, 749's 3 minutes, 749. How long do you have left on that, Kemi? Let me know. I'm just cleared my one. 35. Oh, wow. We've got a little bit of support here, a little bit of support for the AUD. 749 hasn't gone back to that point yet, which is perfect. At the moment, you are. Hang on. 749. Okay, so you are 18 points in the clear at the moment. So let me know once you've cleared it. Hopefully you do. Here we go. Comes a scary moment. Like always. Let me know in the chat. 749, 749, 749. Okay, perfect. Well done, Kemi. Absolutely perfect. So you are on a 3-1 session today, which is absolutely perfect. Well done. Absolutely perfect. So what I'm going to do now, like I said, I'm not going to overtrade. I'm not going to let you guys overtrade because that's unfair. But we've had a 3-1 session for you. Absolutely perfect. Well done. I am 5-2 at the moment. So 2 lessons there, but it's absolutely perfect. I technically did overtrade, which I shouldn't do, but you haven't. It's absolutely perfect. Well done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. We're going to jump back on this at 5 o'clock or 5 p.m. and you'll see what the market's like then. But we have caught some winning trades, but we've also taken a couple of lessons. So that's good. Absolutely perfect. So well done, Kemi. I appreciate you coming onto the call because obviously without you, you guys, none of this would happen. So yeah, we honestly appreciate this, and hopefully we're going to see you at 5 p.m. Okay, so no worries. We'll see you then. All right. If you need anything, just drop us a message in WhatsApp or in the Discord, and we'll get back to you. Okay. So absolutely perfect. Well done, Kemi. Well done. Well done, Amber. You did well, didn't you?
3-8.
3-0. Perfect.
I didn't
Perfect.
take the last one.
Well done. Absolutely perfect. Okay, so we'll hopefully see you at 5 p.m. Kemi. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for coming
see
on.
you
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye. And you too, bye.
See you later.